I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Rex Jackson. He is CFO at Chargepoint. Rex, it is wonderful to have you here. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. It's my first time on the floor.
Oh, wow. Well,
Super
it is
excited.
Wonderful to have you on the show.
Thank you.
So now, Rex, let's start off by talking about Chargepoint. Tell me what you do and how is the business model different from the rest of the market?
So great question. Chargepoint's been around for about 15 years. I'd say we're the first charging company in the EV space, and what we do is we supply technology solutions to hosts, fleets, homes to charge electric vehicles, be they passenger or fleet. And so you asked a question about business model. There couldn't be anything that differentiates us more other than obviously we're proud of the solutions that we provide. What Chargepoint does that's unlike anybody else in the industry is we sell to people who have an interest in having people charge locally. So it could be a business, it could be a hotel, it could be a grocery store, et cetera, on the passenger side. It could be a food and convenience player on long haul type situations. And so we sell solutions. We don't own the hardware. We don't own the software. We don't have a huge capital need in order to do that. And so we see ourselves as enablers against an enormous market opportunity over the next 5 to 30 years.
Okay. Now, EV charging is a fast-growing and complex market.
Yes.
So tell me, what do people need to understand about the market opportunity?
So first of all, I think everybody would agree that it's enormous. I think nobody would agree on timing, like when does it happen and how fast does it happen? But I think that there are a lot of myths out there that need to be dispelled when you think about what we do and what the market needs. There are 3 words I would use. One is infrastructure, the other is ecosystem, and the other is business model, which we just touched on. So from an infrastructure standpoint, this isn't something that you just go, well, I'm selling you an extension cord, goodbye. It's infrastructure, so it has to be everywhere so that people don't have to worry about where they charge. It has to be easy to find. That's why we have apps and we're on Google Maps and everything else. So when you're out and about, you need to where to go. When you get there, it needs to be easy to use, and it has to always work. So it's core infrastructure that has to happen. From an ecosystem standpoint, we're in the phone, we're in the dash, we're at your home, we're at your business, and from a fleet perspective, we're at fleet. So you want to be there everywhere. And then from a business model standpoint, you need to make money, and we're on path, we think, to do that next year.
Okay, so tell me, looking ahead, what does the EV charging market look like 5, 10, 20 years from now, and what does it mean for the future of Chargepoint?
So I have a saying which I hesitate to use, but I'll use it anyway, which is at some point I'd like for Chargepoint to be a verb, right? So when someone says I need to charge my vehicle, whether it's a passenger or a fleet vehicle, they immediately think Chargepoint. Because it all needs to be everywhere, but it also needs to be connected. And so I think when you look out 5, 10 years from now, you're going to end up in a very connected world. People understand the infrastructure needs to be there, it needs to be reliable and work. It's not going to be something that people make money off of. It's going to be something that they have to provide, like a Wi-Fi type analogy. And it's just going to be something that you don't even think about anymore. It's like charging your iPhone. It's like, oh, there's a charger, boom. So I think that's where it's going to go. Is it 5 years, is it 10? Don't know. But I think that's where it's going to go, and I think we'll be the last man standing.
All right. Well, Rex, wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Nice to meet you, and nice to talk to you. Thank you.